Very good morning to all of you. In this class, we'll be discussing about the concept of priority queues. So, if we briefly recapitulate the concepts what we have covered in the previous class, we have seen the discussion about the circular queues and various operations that we can perform on the circular queue were discussed. That means how can we insert an element onto the circular queue and how can we delete an element from the circular queue. The advantage of circular queue is if there is a space available in the circular queue, that space can be utilized for storing the elements, provided the circular queue is empty. If there is some space available in the circular queue, we can use that space. Whereas in linear queue, even though if there is some space available, that linear queues will be assumed as full if the rear pointer is pointing to the maximum location. But that is not the case with the circular queue. Now we'll be discussing about another type of queue that is called as priority queue. Now we'll study about another type of data structure, that is one variant of the data structure, that is what is priority queue. So priority queue is being discussed now. So what basically the priority queue says, as the name itself says, it is a queue which is having elements or items with certain priority assigned to them, with certain priority assigned to them. That means priority queue is a type of queue. It is a type of queue in which every element or each element is assigned with some sort of priority. And why the priority is being assigned? The priority is being assigned uh, so that the elements are deleted or processed from the queue based on their priority. The elements are processed based on their priority. And that means if there are two elements with one element with priority 3, another element with priority 1. If you are assuming this as the largest priority, or if you are assuming this as the largest priority, this is the largest priority and this is the smaller priority. In that case, first we will process the element with priority 1, then we will process the element with priority 3. So that means the order of processing, as I said, the order of processing or deletion of elements from the priority queue is dependent or is decided based on the priority. So in deciding the processing part, there are two rules what we can usually follow. So what is the priority? What is the first rule is an element with the highest priority is deleted first. As I gave one example, if there are elements with priority 1, 2, 3, 4, among these four elements, first process, assume these are the elements. Among these four elements, first we will process the element or delete the element based on the priority. That means if this is the highest priority, we will process this first, then 4 will be processed at the end. That is one way what we can do. Another way is another rule which we follow while deletion or while processing. If it is possible that two elements may have the same priority, while processing the elements, it is possible that two elements may have the same priority. When there are two elements which are having same priority, then we process them based on the principle of first in, first out. Because there are two persons who are having same priority now. There are two jobs or two processes which are having same priority. When both are having same priority, whom should you give the priority? That will be decided based on the first in, first out. That is, whichever element has come into the queue first, that element will be processed first. So that is what is simple concept about the priority queue. Priority queue is very similar to the linear queue. In this priority queue, along with the value of the element, we are also processing or receiving the priority of the element so that we can decide them which element should be processed first. Now, from the implementation point of view, it is possible to implement the priority by following two approaches. What are the two approaches? In the first approach, what we can do here is elements are simply added into the queue. In whatever order they will come, elements are simply added into the queue and they are deleted as per their priority. First approach. So first approach, what we do, elements are simply added into the queue, and delete based on the priority. Delete based on the priority. That is first approach. Second approach, what we do here is, here elements are being sorted as per their priority while we are inserting itself. That means sort during insertion. This is another way. In first approach, what we do, we simply go on adding the elements randomly in whatever order they will come, then we'll delete based on their priority. That means in the second half, we look at the priority. Whereas in second approach, what we can do here is, whenever you are adding the elements to the queue, before you add, then only you arrange them in the increasing order, so that deletion of the element will be easy. From the front end, you can go on deleting elements. You can go on deleting element. That is what is second approach. What second approach says, if there are elements with the priorities 1, 5, 8, 3, 2, these are the elements with these priorities. So what you do here is, when adding those elements in the queue, whenever you are trying to add those elements in the queue, first one is coming, so put 1 here. Then next element is 5. You can insert it here, but later it will be sorted. That means while inserting these elements only into the queue, keep them in the sorted manner. That is 2, 3, 5, and 8. Now once we sort the elements while inserting into the queue, then we delete them based on their priority. Because obviously this is having first priority, second priority, third priority, fifth priority, and eighth priority. But while inserting itself, you sort the elements. In first approach, what we do, we randomly add them, then we will delete based on the priority. And usually the second approach is easier, which is being addressed in this particular discussion. That is, we are going to sort the elements before inserting into the circular queue, before inserting into the linear queue or priority queue, and then we process them based on the order. Now, the simple structure definition for the priority queue here is, in earlier discussions, we were having two entities, that is the data part and the next part. And specifically, we are considering linked implementation for this. For implementation of priority queues, we are considering linked list or linked implementation of priority queues is being addressed. So usually a node of the queue was assumed like this. The first field was containing element and the second field was pointer to the next node. This was usual notation what we studied. Now along with the pointer, one more field is being considered. So what is that field? That field indicates priority of the queue. So what is the priority of this queue? That is what is the structure definition for each and every node. So what each and every node contains? The actual value of the element, then what is its priority, then pointer to the next node in the linked list. So the extra thing which is being added here is priority. And other than this, the concept of this priority queue is nearly very similar to the linear queue. And whenever we want to delete the elements or whenever we are trying to insert the element into the priority queue, we'll just compare the priorities of the element and arrange them in the increasing order. And later we insert it. After arranging, we'll delete based on the priority. Now let us see the program for the implementation of the priority queue. That is what the summary about the priority queue here is. When we have a queue like this, right? If you assume these are the elements and these are the priorities of the elements. If these are the elements 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 are the elements, and what are their corresponding priorities, and this is the order you want to insert. So the element 10 has a priority of 3, element 20 has a priority of 2, element 30 has a priority of 1, this has a priority of 5, and this has a priority of 4. Let us assume these are the priorities, and you want to insert those elements into this priority queue. This is what is our priority queue. Now what approach we follow is, we will insert the elements based on their order 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So whenever while inserting itself, we will arrange them in the increasing order of the priority. That means index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you sort these based on their priorities. So 30 is the element with the first priority, so it will occupy the first location. Though we inserted 10 first, in the implementation what we do here is, first we are inserting 10. It will be clear when I explain the code. First we are inserting 10, and we know what is its priority. Its priority is 3. Its priority is 3. Next what we do, we have to insert 20, but its priority is 2. What is our intention? We have to arrange those elements in the increasing order. That means while inserting itself, what we do here is, 20 will occupy this place, and 30 will occupy this place, and 10 will occupy this place. That means 20 will come first, then 10 will come first. 10 will come later. Why? Because their priorities must be in the increasing order. Now when you consider these two elements, priority of 20 is 2 and priority of 10 is 3. So the priorities are arranged in the increasing order. The priorities must be in increasing order. Now if you see one more element 1, so actually you have to insert it here, but we are implementing the priority queue. That means whichever element is having highest priority. So what we assume here is, lower the number, then higher is the priority. That is what is the assumption being made. Lower the number, higher is the priority. Higher is the priority. That's what is being assumed. Now 1, what is the priority of next element? Okay, it should not be 1 here. It should be 30. That is next element what we are trying to insert. Next element is 30. What is this priority 1? Are they arranged here? No, they are not arranged. So usually what we do here is, in this case, while inserting this, we sort the elements based on their priorities. That is how to insert, how to sort them, that we will discuss in the code now. That means elements are kept in such a way that 30 will occupy this post, 20 and 10. Why? Because 30's priority is first priority, 20's priority is second priority, 10's priority is third priority. So they are arranged like this. And while processing or deleting, what we do here is, we will process one element at a time from the front end or based on their priority. So that is what is simple concept about the priority queue. So let us see the program for implementation of the circular queue. So we have implementation of the priority queue. So we have included the necessary header files in the beginning. And then this is the usual structure declaration, that is for representing each and every node of the priority queue, we are using the structure definition, which consists of 3 parts. So what are the 3 parts in this structure definition now? The first part is element part, the second part is priority of that element, and next is the pointer which points to the next node of the linked list, because we are using linked implementation for the priority queue. Now this is what is the, whenever you declare a node of this particular structure, so this much amount of this many, one node will get declared, and these are the fields present within that particular node. Now these are this is one front pointer which is being that is front node, which is being declared of type struct q, and it is being initialized to null. That means what we assume here is, front is pointing to null. So if it is pointing to null, what it indicates? Presently there are no nodes in the priority queue, and the priority queue is empty. To indicate the priority queue empty condition, So what we do here is we will make front to point to null. We'll make front to point to null. Okay, and remaining are, these are the prototypes for the functions. That is for inserting and for deleting and for displaying elements of the priority queue. Coming to the main function, so all these choices are same, like whatever we have discussed in case of linear queue. So these are the required local variables, and these are the choices which will be displayed for the user, what the user wants to do, whether user wants to insert an element into the queue or remove the element from the queue, display the queue elements or exit. So we will be asking user to enter the choice first, and that will be stored in the variable called choice. Now, whatever choice you have entered, the choice will be examined within the switch statement, and whatever choice you are entering here, that will be compared with the corresponding case values. Whichever case is matching, the corresponding statements of the switch statement will be executing or will be executed. Now, case 1 indicates that you want to add an element into the priority queue. So if you want to add an element, we'll be simply asking the user what element you want to add. That will be stored in a variable called number1. Along with the element, in case of priority queue, we will also ask the priority of that element. Say you have given 10, then we will be asking immediately next, what is the priority of that 10? And that will be stored in the variable called priority. That means for every insertion, we will take two data. What is the element that you want to insert and what is its priority? For example, element is 10, its priority is 2. Two information are extracted from the user, and then we will call the insert function. So what the next statement says, call the definition of insert function. We'll call the definition of insert function. In case of linear queue, we were just passing the only single parameter. What was that parameter? Number was being passed. Now, along with the number, we are also taking the priority of the element. So these both parameters will be passed to the definition of the insert function. Whereas removal is same. There is no difference in the removal function. We'll just invoke the delete function, then the deleted number will be stored in the number2 variable. If the number is not existing, then we'll say if the queue is empty, we say that queue is empty, else the deleted number will be displayed. So this is very similar to the previous linear queue function. Similarly, case 3. Case 3, if the user has given case 3, we'll be simply invoking the definition of the display function, and then all the queue elements will be displayed. That is for choice 3. If you have given choice 4, we'll simply terminate the execution of program. Just terminate the execution of program for choice 4. And if you have given any other choice other than the listed, then we'll give a message to the user saying that you have entered invalid choice and you have to give proper choice. Right? Now let us see the only key function in the priority queue is insert function. How do we insert the element? Because deletion and display are same as that of the linear queue. Right, now let us see the insert function. Let us see the insertion of element into the priority queue. And what is the let us assume that the input is like this. We are giving input like this: 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So these are the elements what we are trying to insert into the priority queue. This is the order. Or other than this, what I can do is, let us take some other order. First, let us take 30, 20, so that I'll select the input in such a way that more iterations can be covered. 30, 20, 10, 50 and 40. So assume these are the elements what we are trying to insert, and assume the priority of this 30 as 3, priority as 2, priority as 1, priority as 5, and priority as 4. Priority as 4. And let us take one more element called 60. Its priority as 2. That means there are two numbers with the same priority. That condition also we have to check. There are two numbers with the same priority. So what is the input for our program? These are the elements and these are the priorities. These are the elements and these are the priorities of the element. So let us see how whenever you call the insert function for the first time, these two will be passed as a parameter. Combined, they will be passed. What is the value? Value is 30. What is the priority? Priority is 3. Value is 30, priority is 3. So immediately next what we'll do, we'll take a node and dynamically allocate memory for that. As well, we follow the procedure. Take a node called, this is temporary node which is used for traversal purpose. Take a node called PTR. Right. So one node being declared, that is PTR, then allocate memory for that by using dynamic memory allocation function called malloc. Then this is what is PTR. How many fields it is having? It is having 3 fields, that is element field, priority field, and next field. These are the 3 fields of this node. This is common for each and every node. Now in the element field of the PTR, store the value. What is the value that we are trying to insert? What is the first value? First value is 30, and store that 30 in the element field. Element is 30. What is its priority? Its priority is what? Its priority is 3. Its priority is 3. And let us check whether is it the very first node. That means it will be first node when the front, that means check the newly allocated queue element needs to be inserted at the front. That means whether you should insert it at the front of the linked list, that you have to check. So there are two possibilities when you can insert it at the front of the linked list. When the entire list is empty, that means if there are no nodes in the priority queue, then this will become the very first one. That is one possibility. Other possibility is whatever element you are inserting, its priority is less than the element present in the front. That means then also you have to insert it at the front side. Then also you have to insert it at the front side. So in both the situations, see here OR operator is there. Either this must be true or this must be true. In that case, we will insert it at the front end. Now in this case, the first part is true. What first part is true? Front is pointing to null. Why front is pointing to null? Because while creating the program itself, we have declared a front pointer and made it to point to null. So what it indicates, the priority queue is empty. There are no nodes in the priority queue, and whatever node you are trying to insert now, that is the very first node of the priority queue. So if that is the case, what we do, when if is true, see here, this else part will not execute. When if is true, this else part will not execute. Now let us follow the statements, execute the statements present within the if statement. What it says, simply make PTR pointer next to point to front, or front is assigned to PTR pointer next. That means where PTR pointer next is pointing now, PTR pointer next is pointing to null. It is being assumed that that is nothing but PTR pointer next is nothing but the front node. So I'll use the short form F for front. That is PTR pointer next is equal to front. See here where front is pointing to null. That means PTR pointer next will also point to null. This statement. Make PTR pointer next to point to the node wherever front is pointing. What is the value of front now? Value of front is null. So PTR pointer next will also become null. Now as this is the very first node, front should point to this node. That's what we are doing here. What is that? Front equal to PTR. That means make the front pointer to point to PTR. Make the front pointer to point to PTR. That means that is the very first node of the priority queue. So front is being made to point to this node. So what we have done, we have successfully inserted one element onto the priority queue. We have successfully inserted one element onto the priority queue. Right. Now let us assume that you are calling a priority queue insertion function once again. What is the next value? 20 is the value. What is its priority? Its priority is 2. 20 is the value. Its priority is 2. So usually the usual steps what we follow is the usual steps. We don't know where it will come, whether it will come next to this or before this is. So as it is going to come before to this, I'll write it here, so that attachment can be made properly. You can write, you can just for explanation purpose, I am writing it here. What is that next node? PTR is the next node. Then in the element field of the PTR, assign the next value. What is the next value that we are passing? 20 is the value and its priority is 2. That means 20 is the value, that is element, and its priority is 2. Now check whether you should include this as the front of the linked list. So assume that we are what we know is, while inserting itself, we are sorting all the elements of the priority queue in the increasing order based on their priority. Now if you can see here, what is the priority of the existing number? So what is the priority of the existing number here? The priority of this existing number is 3. See here. And what is the priority of the number which you are trying to insert? Priority of the number which you are trying to insert is 2. So obviously 2 is lesser than 3. That means if you want to arrange them in the increasing order, it should be in such a way that 2 should come first, then 3. Or in other words, if you consider the elements, 20 will come first, then 30 will come later. That means this will become the front node. So that's what we are deciding, whether the new node should be inserted at the front of the linked list. How do we check? Is front is equal to null? No, it is not true. Else part, or that means or part, there are two conditions. Check this condition, is it true? What is that? PTR pointer priority. What is PTR pointer priority? That is priority of the new element which you are trying to insert. PTR pointer priority was, a priority is 2. 2 is it less than front pointer priority? What is the element pointed by the front? Element pointed by the front is this 30. That is this particular node. This is not the PTR now. Okay. Now front pointer priority is what? Front pointer priority is 3. Is 2 is less than 3? Yes, it is true. That means this node will become the front node now. That's what we are doing. PTR pointer next equal to front. So what we do here is, this is PTR pointer next. Make this pointer to point to the front node. Make this pointer to point to the front node. Then when this front should point to this node. Why? Because whenever you attach this to the front, or attach it as the first node of the linked list, or first node of the priority queue, then front should point to this node. That's what we're doing. What is that? Make front to point to PTR, or in other words, PTR is assigned to front. That means front is pointing to this node now. Front is pointing to this node. So this, I'll erase this for better understanding. Right. So what we have done now, we have inserted 2 elements successfully. We have inserted 2 elements successfully in the priority queue. So what I'll do, this is the front element. Now this is the next element. So instead of writing it here, I'll just try to bring it down here. This element only, I'll write it here. Right, what is this element? 33, and it is pointing to null. I'll erase it here. Okay. This is pointing to this node. So these are the two elements. So what process we are following here? We are sorting the elements before they are getting inserted. While insertion itself, we are sorting them. Now, when if is true, else will not execute. We'll go back to the caller and assume that you call the insert function once again. So this has been inserted successfully. Now let us see the next number which you want to insert. What is the next number which you want to insert? 10 is the next number and its priority is 1. 10 is the next number and its priority is 1. So what is that usually we do? We should first we'll take a node and allocate memory for that. So what I'll do, I'll take the node here itself. Else better if I okay. These are the elements so that I need not rewrite that. Front is pointing here. So what is the element that we're trying to insert now? 10 is the element and what is its priority? Its priority is 1. So what we do, as obviously we know that priority 1 will come before 2. That means this will become the front node. So before I attach that, I will try to show it here itself. In the location, I will take the next node here. So this is what is new PTR element, what we are trying to insert. New node which we are trying to insert into the priority queue. What is the element value? Element is 10. Store it in the element field of the PTR. Value is 10. Store it in the element field of the PTR. That is 10. What is its priority? Its priority is 1. That has been, now it is ready. It should be inserted into this, right? Before you insert somewhere, check whether it should be inserted as a front node. If it is inserted as a front node, only if the priority of this new node is less than the priority of this existing first node. Less than the priority of this existing first node. So what is the priority of the existing first node? Priority of the existing first node is 2. Priority of the existing first node is 2. Priority of the new node is 1. So obviously 1 is less than 2. That means programmatically front is equal to null. This condition is false. What is the other condition that must be true? PTR pointer priority. That means priority of the new node which we are trying to insert. PTR pointer priority is what? 1. Is it less than front pointer priority? What is the priority of the front element? Priority of the front element is 2. 1 is less than 2. It is true. That means this also should be inserted as a front node. That is PTR pointer next equal to front. Make this PTR pointer next to point to the front node. Then bring this front and make it to point to PTR. That is next statement. Front equal to PTR. That is how we have inserted the third element into the circular queue. Third element has been inserted successfully in the circular queue. So what I'll do, I'll keep these as it is. 20 and 30 I'll try to draw here. This is the element 20 and this is the element 30. So let us assume these values now. Right, this is null. So this is 20. Right, this is 20, its priority was 2. This is 30, its priority is 3. This is what is the present status now after inserting 3 elements. What is the next element? Next element is 50, its priority is 5. What is the next element? Next element is 50, its priority is 5. Obviously in the increasing order it will come in the last position. It will come in the last position. So what is the usual notation? What we do, we will take a new node, right? We will take a new node, allocate memory for that, call it as PTR, and next In the element field of the PTR, store the value. What is the value? 50. Next, in the priority field, see, in the element field of the PTR, store the value, that is 50. Next, in the priority field of the PTR, store the priority. What is the priority? Priority is 5. That is, as it is coming next to this, I am just drawing it here. Right? Now check, is it has to be, is it required to insert it at the front of the linked list or front of the priority queue? Are they true? Check these conditions. What is that? Is front is equal to null? No, it is false. Check the other part. What is that? Is PTR pointer priority is less than the front pointer priority? It is also false. What is PTR pointer priority? 5. 5. Is it less than front pointer priority? 1. No, it is also false. Both the conditions are false, and the else part we are executing for the first time. We will go for the else part. So to find the location of the element to be inserted, we will take a temporary node and make it to point to the front. That means T. T is made to point to front. So F indicates front, T indicates temp. Right? Now we should find the location of the insertion. How do you find the location of the insertion? We will compare their priorities. We will compare their priorities. We'll go on comparing the priorities. We are not concentrating about the data part. What we are concentrating? We are concentrating only about these priority values of the elements, because we want to arrange them in the increasing order based on their priorities. Now check. What are the conditions till you encounter the null value? That is, till you reach the last node, you have to go on comparing. What is that? Temp pointer next, is it not equal to null? Is it true? Both must be true here. There are two conditions what you are checking. Temp pointer next is not equal to null. Temp pointer next is what? This node. It is not equal to null. It is true. First part is true. Then check the second part. What is second part? Second part, temp pointer next pointer priority, is it less than or equal to PTR pointer priority? That means temp pointer next pointer priority. Temp pointer next pointer, that is next node pointer priority. What is its priority? It is 2. 2, is it less than or equal to PTR pointer priority? 2 is less than or equal to 5. Yes, it is true. If this is true, what we do? We will simply advance temp and take it to the next node. If this is the case, what we do? Just take temp equal to temp pointer next. Make this temp to point to the next node. Make this temp to point to the next node when both the conditions are true. Right? Okay. Now let us iterate the while loop once again. Check again conditions in the while loop. What is the first condition? Temp pointer next, is it not equal to null? Temp is pointing to element 20. Temp pointer next, is it not equal to null? Yes, it is not equal to null because it is pointing to 30. It is true. Then check the next condition. Temp pointer next pointer priority. Temp pointer next node pointer priority. What is its priority? 3. This is 3. Is it less than or equal to? What is that? PTR pointer priority. PTR pointer priority is what? 5. Yes, 3 less than or equal to 5. It is true. First condition is also true. Then the next condition is also true. Both the conditions are true. Then what we do? We will enter into the while loop and execute the statement. What this statement says? Simply take temp to the next node. Make temp to point to the next node, because we are identifying the location of the insertion. Temp has been advanced. Right? Now once again enter into the while loop and check the condition. What is that? While temp pointer next, is it not equal to null? Is it true? What is temp pointer next? Temp pointer next is null, equal to null. Condition fails and we will come out of the while loop. That is, come out of while loop. Come out of the while loop because the condition is failing. So once we come out of the while loop, what it indicates here is we have found the location of the new node to be inserted. Where we insert it? We insert the new node immediately next to the temporary node. We will insert the new node immediately next to the temporary node. So how do we insert that? So as you can see by the diagram, temp pointer next, instead of null, it should point to PTR. That is first statement. It has been taken reversely. PTR pointer next should be equal to temp pointer next. PTR pointer next should be equal to temp pointer next. 1 second. Okay, PTR pointer next equal to temp pointer next. See here, where the temp pointer next is pointing right now, temp pointer next is pointing to null. So the temp pointer next, the value of temp pointer next is null. That is assigned to PTR pointer next. That means this field is being made as null. This field is being made as null. That is first part. In the next part, next statement, what we do? In the next statement, make a temp pointer next to point to PTR. What is temp pointer next? Temp pointer next, this field is made to point to PTR, or in other words, PTR is being assigned to temp pointer next. This PTR is being assigned to temp pointer next. I'll just erase this and I'll make temp pointer next to point to PTR. So what we have done, we have successfully inserted the element at its particular location. We have successfully inserted. Right. So let us take the next element for the insertion. What is the next element for the insertion? What is the next element? 40 and its priority is 4. 40 and its priority is 4. Okay, 40 and its priority is 4. It will come somewhere in between 3 and 4. What I'll do, I'll write it here so that I need not write it. 40 its priority is 4. This is the next PTR. So this node is ready. Now we have to attach it to this. Obviously, these conditions are false. Front is not equal to null and PTR pointer priority is not equal to front pointer priority. Is not less than front pointer priority because PTR pointer priority is 4. Front pointer priority is 1. So both the conditions are failing. We'll go to else part. Right. So else part, what we do? Take a temporary node for traversal purpose and we have to find its location. So this is temporary node for the traversal purpose. Now, till this condition is true, you go on traversing. What is that? Temp pointer next is not equal to null. Temp pointer next is not equal to null. And temp pointer next pointer priority is less than or equal to PTR pointer priority. Temp pointer next pointer priority is what? 2 is less than or equal to PTR pointer priority. PTR pointer priority is 4. Temp pointer next pointer priority is 2. 2 is less than or equal to 4. Yes, it is true. In that case, what we do? We'll take temp to the next node. Temp is equal to temp pointer next. Temp has been advanced now. Temp has been advanced. Okay. Now, we'll enter into the while loop. We'll check the condition of the while loop once again. Check the condition. While temp pointer next is not equal to null, is it true? This part. Temp pointer next is not equal to null, it is true. And also check this condition. What is that? Temp pointer next pointer priority. Temp pointer next pointer priority is what? 3. Is it less than or equal to PTR pointer priority? 4. Yes, it is true. In that case, what we do? We'll enter into the while loop, execute the statement temp equal to temp pointer next. Just take this temp and make it to point to the next node. Make it to point to the next node. We are simply finding the location of the insertion, not more than that, where it has to be inserted, because we are arranging them based on the priorities. Now, when you are located here, check the condition again. What is that? Temp pointer next is not equal to null. Yes. Temp pointer next is what? 50. It is not equal to null. True. And temp pointer next pointer priority. Temp pointer next pointer priority is what? 5. 5. Is it less than or equal to PTR pointer priority? PTR pointer priority is what? 4. 5 is less than or equal to 4. Fails. Condition fails. Once condition fails, we will come out of while loop. Then this is where we perform the attachment. So what sort of attachment we do now? PTR pointer next is equal to temp pointer next. See here, for attachment purpose, I will take the different things so that you can understand. what we do, these two statements are attaching. PTR pointer next is equal to temp pointer next. Where temp pointer next is pointing, temp pointer next is pointing to this node. That means now PTR pointer next will point to this node. Next statement, temp pointer next equal to PTR. Temp is pointing to this node, so temp pointer next will point to PTR. Temp pointer next will point to PTR. So what we have done, we have successfully inserted. What we have done, we have successfully inserted node 40 into the list based on their priority. 40 has been successfully inserted based on their priorities. Okay, and after the 40, what is the one more element? 60 with priority 2. Let us check that condition also. 60 with priority 2. So what are the existing elements? Existing elements are these: 1, 2. Fine. Let us see these existing elements: 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 are the existing elements, and their priorities are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is pointing to null, and this is how they are pointing. This is the existing one which I have taken, which is already present. This is front pointer. Okay. Now let us, which node we are trying to insert? We are trying to insert 60 with the priority 2. So 60 with the priority 2 will come somewhere here, either before this or after this, because 2 and 2 both you can insert it. So for better purpose, I'll insert it. I'll create the node here itself. 60 and priority is 2, and this is what is PTR. Obviously, the if condition is true, we will go for the else part. So what we do, we take a temporary node in the else part and make it to point to front. Check the situation. We need to find the location for this element to be inserted. What we do, while temp pointer next is not equal to null, is it true? Temp pointer next is this node, it is not equal to null, it is true. And temp pointer next pointer priority is less than or equal to PTR pointer priority. What is temp pointer next pointer priority? Temp pointer next pointer priority is 2. Is it less than or equal to PTR pointer priority? 2. 2 is less than or equal to 2. Yes, condition is true. That means we will take temp to the next node. Take temp equal to temp pointer next. That has been advanced. Now once again check the condition within the while loop. While temp pointer next is not equal to null, yes, it is true. Temp pointer next is not equal to null. And temp pointer next pointer priority. Temp pointer next pointer priority is what? 3. This 3, is it less than or equal to PTR pointer priority? PTR pointer priority is what? 2. 3 less than or equal to 2? Yes, condition fails. When condition fails, what we do, we will come out of the while loop. And this is where we have to attach now. This is where we have to attach. That means after this node, we are attaching it, because when they are having same priority, we know that when two elements are having same priority, they will be processed based on first in, first out order. Which node has entered first? 20 had entered first. That means first it will be processed. So how do we attach? PTR pointer next equal to temp pointer next. PTR pointer next equal to temp pointer next. It is pointing to this node. Next, temp pointer next equal to PTR. Temp pointer next equal to PTR. Temp pointer next is equal to PTR. So this has been successfully inserted. All right. So when you, I hope you can imagine this. Now 60 is coming in between 20 and 30. When the two elements are having same priority, they'll be processed based on their insertion. This is how we insert the new elements onto the priority queues. Deletion is same as well, like how we delete in case of linear queue. We'll check whether the queue is empty. If it's not empty, we'll go on displaying. That is from the front end, we go on deleting one at a time. It means if you want to delete this 10, what we do? We simply take front to point to the next node. That is front equal to front pointer next. That is a very simple way of deletion, because anyhow they are sorted in the increasing order while insertion itself. So while deleting, we'll simply delete them as we do in case of linear queue. From the front end, we go on deleting. And as usual, display is also same. From front end, we go on displaying all the elements, like how we do the elements of the linear queue. A display is also same. I think I need not explain that. The linear queue display is already explained. While before you display, you have to check whether queue is empty. If queue is not empty, so what we do, we will go on deleting them from the front location. That means take the PTR and make it to point to the first element till you are not reaching the end of the priority queue or end of the queue. We go on displaying the elements, but while displaying both the things we are displaying here, what is that? The element value as well as the priority, both we are displaying. Then go to the next node, display it the element and priority. Again go to the next node, display the element and the priority. So this we repeat till we get the null value, because in the beginning itself we are making PTR to point to the first node, and then we go on displaying all the elements. So this was the scenario of priority queue. How do we insert the elements? Just we insert the element based on the priority. So are we connected till now? Is there any issues? Can someone respond? Is there any problem or things are okay? Can someone respond whether you are getting audio and video properly or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll just try to give the demonstration. Right. So this is what is the demonstration of the priority queue. Let us take the same input, whatever was input in our case. Let us take the same input, 30, 20, 10. Right. So let us first insert the element. Enter the element to be added into the queue. What are the first element? 30. 30 is the first element. What is the priority of 30? See here, priority of 30 is 3. I'll give 3. Enter. Now again choice 1. What was the next number? 20, priority 2. 20, priority of 20 is 2. Next we'll insert once again. Next element is 10, priority is 1. Next element is 10 and its priority is 1. Right? So let us display and check. 3. Yes. What are the elements that have been inserted here? 10, 20, 30. Based on their priority, they have been modified in the queue. Why? Because 10 comes first because its priority is 1. 20 comes later because its priority is 2. Then 30 comes because its priority is 3. Like how I explained just now. Same way the elements have been inserted. What is the next element? 50, priority is 5. That means now 50 should come after the 30 because its priority is 5. 1 element is what? Element is 50 and its priority is 5. That means it should come after 30. That means how the output must be 10, 20, 30, 50, and the priorities are 1, 2, 3, and 5. Let us display and check it. Yes, as you can see, elements are 10, 20, 30, and 50, and their priorities are 1, 2, 3, and 5. So let us insert once again one more element. What is that element? 44. Element is 40 and its priority is 4. Yes. Where it should come now? Its priority is 4 means it should come after 30. Because 4 is coming after 3 and before 5. That means it should come. 40 where should come? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 must be the output. So let us display and check it. What is that? 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So let us insert once again. So what was the discussion here? 62. So element is 60 and its priority is 2. So where it should come? It should come after 20. That means how must be the elements now? 10, 20, 60, 30, 40, 50. Right? Let us display. So as you can see, the elements are 10, 20, 60, 30, 40, 50. So when there are two numbers which are having same priority, they will be processed based on their arrival. 20 was inserted first. That means how these elements are processed now. 20 will be deleted, 10 will be deleted first, then 20, then 60, 30, 40, 50. That is how they are processed. If you want to remove, they will be removed, processed from the front end. Say choice 2. 10 is removed from the queue. Again, choice 2. 20 is removed from the queue. If you give choice 3, this display. That means two elements are removed. We have removed 10 and 20. Then we are left with 60, 30, 40 and 50. So let us delete once again. 60 element will get deleted. See here. The element present at the front of the queue is 60. And once you delete that 60, what are the remaining elements now? 30, 40 and 50. So let us check it. 3. Remaining elements are 30, 40 and 50. Now you go on deleting. 30 has been deleted. Next element is 40. 40 also has been deleted. Next element is 50. 50 also has been deleted. Next, even if you want to delete one more element, it says queue is empty because all the elements have been successfully deleted. If you give any other choice, it will say invalid choice. And for choice 4, exit will come out. This is how the priority queues will work under implementation. If you have any queries, you can ask.